Hello, my name is Sean with Tint Window Tinting. Here we have a 1948 Chevy Coupe, and I've already made a couple videos on how to do these roll-ups here, how to do these vents, and now I'm going to tell you about these back vent windows. Now what I do is I take my plastic liner. I talked about this on this vent window. I showed you how to do that with a plastic liner. I'm going to show you why I went ahead and put a piece of tint on the other side. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is read the inside of your window. So when you come in here, just take your card or something and see how that goes up in there. Sometimes that can be really tight, and sometimes you got all the room in the world. Now since this one I have all the room in the world, I'm just going to take my marker here and go at this plastic, and I'm basically just going to go all the way around. I think you get the idea here. And I know that I can follow that red line a little on the big side. And while we're at it, so I'll have to make another video. Well, let me show you the other side real quick, and then we'll go to this back window. So see, you can't do that with a piece of film, because the film itself is 1.5 mil thick, so you can't get it up in there or else you're going to crease it all up. So again, we just take that plastic liner from another window that we've tinted, like from a door or something, and then we'll put it on our peel boards over there, and then we'll just go ahead and trace it. And again, just because that one was pretty big on the inside as far as how much room, I don't double cut because these older vehicles aren't as consistent. Now look, see that? I have like no room. So I'm going to have to be a little different on that one. Make it smaller than bigger. And then on this back window, obviously you want to cover up everything. Anyhow, back here, take your card or whatever you have and see if you got to go smaller or bigger when you go to cut on the outside. Again, I use a marker for that too. Some things you got to use a knife for, but I try to keep it minimum. That way I'm not cutting gaskets or paint or anything. So what that means is I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to kind of go on that rubber all the way around, a little lower on the bottom than the rest, because as we saw on the inside, the gasket comes down more on the bottom than the rest. And then we'll go ahead and trace it, and then I'm going to wet shrink it. Now, wet shrinking means I'm going to spray it, but then I'm going to bring the film up to about right here, and then I'm going to tack it down, and then I'm going to do what we call fingers, and I'm going to shrink the bottom, and then I'm going to pull it off, and then I'm going to bring the film down to about right here, and then we'll shrink that. Window tinters know what I'm talking about when I say wet shrinking and fingers and dry shrinking and all that. And I'll probably do one more video just once it's all done. You can learn a lot of different tips and tricks and things about our window tinting services on our social media like YouTube. And you can find all that at tintmanfl.com.